Snake, first you've got to find the DARPA chief. Look for clues.
So we've still got one member of our support staff to meet. It's the best one.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Is that a real thing? The Alaskan Scouts?
Yes, it's exactly what it sounds
Campbell told
like.
me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
Campbell told me there was a terrorist revolt going on, so I thought I might want to come tell you about snow foxes and plants. I really didn't think this through, I'm sorry.
Did Snake just make a pun? Foxhole? Is that intentional, Snake?
Maybe he just has really poor memory. Ah, yes, I remember when I was in the organization Foxhole. Hey, Master, maybe since this time we're taking on the Foxhound, we should refer to ourselves as Foxhound. Snake, I'm ceasing all communications with you.
I guess this time we do see a McDonald's on the battlefield.
He's right there in the ventilation shaft. That's McDonald Miller from Metal Gear 2. He was the one who taught us how to make a flamethrower with hairspray and a Zippo lighter.
I don't remember the context of that. Why he brought it up?
Why we wanted to make a flamethrower?
No, why he brought that up.
Oh. Yeah, just saying, just throwing that out there, Snake. Something you can do.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
They're ready to start spraying sulfuric acid in the vents for rats.
Hope you
Shut
brought
those
your
covers
chocolate.
As soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Not me.
Something happened?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
I like how that other guy's dialogue just consists of one word and with a question mark.
He's actually trying to be Solid Snake. That's Solid Snake's gimmick.
You found out where the DARPA chief is. With his nanomachine transmitter, he should show up as a green dot on your radar when you get close. Try to find him.
Mailing, you know damn well I don't have any radar right now. I'm in intrusion mode. So from up here in the ventilation system, we can see the patrols of the enemy guards. Or rather we could if the screen wasn't covered by all of this shit. Look at all these bars and graphs. In addition to the filter, in addition to the wire mesh on the grates, you can't really see a damn thing. But you know that there's a room on the other side.
To be fair, the guards can't see a damn thing in this game either, so...
What was that shape? You can't actually tell what the items and equipment are from inside the ventilation shaft. You actually have to get closer in first-person view to see what they are.
Press the action button to drop down.
Otherwise, you could just pass right over an open hole.
Colonel, I'm kind of busy here.
It's nice that all these voices are in Snake's head, so no one else hears them out loud.
They're actually just 6 different personalities speaking in Snake's head. So that's what happens if we take the upper route on the ventilation shaft. But what if we went to the heliport and entered the lower entrance below the camera and the guard?
Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you.
They're not
Wild
poisonous.
Field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow.
They actually
That's where
dug
they
this
stay
giant
warm.
ventilation
Survival
system you see
specialists,
now,
huh?
Snake.
I should learn from them.
Oh no,
But there's
he's
a dark
been
side,
alerted.
too.
Tiny alert
Sometimes
mode.
the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh?
I can learn a thing or
If
two
there
from
are
them.
mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Yeah, it's probably the opposite direction of the mice.
Look
What are you looking
right.
at?
That's a big mice.
What was that intruder? Oh, maybe the rations are here as part of the rat killing. They're just luring the rats to where they can reach them. Oh, that's not a box of rations. That's actually a box of rat ions you can use to attract the rats. I see.
Were all the SOCOM pistols unloaded?
Yeah, but there was a problem.
Were all one of the SOCOM pistols unloaded?
It was broken.
So the door is still open? Second floor where?
The east side room.
We better fix it before the boss finds out.
That's nothing. I heard they spotted an intruder outside.
Really? Maybe we'll finally get to
Now this
see
time
some
they are
action.
talking about
Yeah, but we
Snake.
better do something about that door.
Yeep. Put it in reverse. So those are conversations that only happen under certain conditions. If you don't pick up the SOCOM pistol from the truck outside, it'll be in a room inside the tank hangar, and that conversation tells you that it's unlocked right now. And also, if that happened, and you have an alert on your files so far, they'll tell you that they've seen an intruder outside. It worked!
Stranglehold him.
I'm not quite sure how this worked. How this isn't frozen solid right now in Alaska.
These are warm vents.
Where did the mice go? I would think that mice are more buoyant than this, right? Don't they just, like... Wouldn't they just, like, float around the surface and not be able to get past this? Oh no!
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
That's going to be a very interesting experience for a maintenance member in about 15 years when they find that body, encased in a block of ice.
Oh my god, he's frozen solid, Snake.
I have to imagine, like, being sealed off by snow melt is doing wonders for their ventilation.
So are there maintenance people on Shadow Moses Island? You just don't see them ever? There must be like one person, because this place looks pretty well unmaintained.
Yeah, but then the way the guards were talking, it sounded like they took off the vent covers like they were about to start spraying. So I'm guessing they're really understaffed. But also there's like the revolt going on, but they're still spraying for rats?
Priorities.
Yeah. When you're next to a vent and you go into first-person view mode, it's like Snake's face gets sucked right up to it with a metallic clang.
Sorry, the Soliton radar won't work in a narrow space. Too much harmonic resonance. The radio waves produce interference and we can't analyze the topographic data. Try to hang on until you get to a more open space, okay?
So this is why it's a bad idea to go into the lower ventilation shaft. You don't have the radar, so you can't tell if somebody's looking directly at this entrance when you're trying to exit it.
Oh, it's a grate you were looking at.
Yeah, for every single vent that we could look out through, we can look back in it at a certain camera angle.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Nonsense, Colonel. There's actually a staircase I can use to change floors. Hello? It's like sneaking 101. I'm pretty sure the guards can't actually spot you through those steel beams.
All the holes.
Snake, that door is protected by a security system. It won't open without the right security card.
Even if I rub against it.
Don't make too much noise or you'll be spotted. Be careful when you're walking on that floor.
Snake, that floor is designed so that your footsteps echo. Listen, Snake.
They
there's a
imported
way
it from
to walk
Japan.
So your footsteps won't be heard. I call it stalking. Here's how you do it. First, put your weight on the opposite foot that you're going to step with. Then, take a step so that your heel makes contact with the ground first. Then, as you slowly lower the tip of your foot to the floor, gradually shift your weight onto that foot. Use your knees to maintain the subtle balance. Try it.
I can't do it.
Another way is to wear your socks over your shoes. If you crawl on your stomach, you won't make any noise either.
So yeah, there's actually no way, even though this game has analog controls, no matter how slowly you tilt the stick, you'll always make noise on metal floors. So that's why Snake can't actually stalk. Not that it matters, because there's no guards around to hear your footsteps. Also, you can't get spotted when you're up on the upper walkway by the guards on the lower walkway. They don't tilt their necks up at all. And cameras can't hear you, so you can make as much noise on the top floor as you want.
All the tech on Shadow Moses Islands, you would think they'd have better cameras.
Well, that's second on the list. First is the spray for the rats, second the terrorist revolt, third get better cameras. This is the door that they were talking about that was broken. It's actually a level 4 security door, but right now, we don't need a keycard at all to enter it.
Until they get it fixed.
Yeah, they fix it after the next plot event. It's actually really important to get in here now, or else your thermal goggles will wait for a very long time, and we have to use them before then.
Thermal goggles work by thermal imaging instead of by amplifying light like the night vision goggles. They'll work just as well in complete darkness. Not only that, they can also penetrate optic stealth systems. You will be able to spot claymores too, but they will tire your eyes out, so do not use them too much.
Is that actually a thing? Will they tire out your eyes?
They're just actually admitting it's really hard to look at, the filter that
Oh.
they chose. It's just so red.
What are claymores?
Claymores are a weapon we haven't seen yet in this game. We saw them in Metal Gear 2. They're actually just landmines, but they operate a little bit differently in this game. It's a good thing that the tanks in the tank hangar are actually unmanned right now. And pop apart like Lego bricks, apparently. Is that how tanks work?
There are just two parts to it. You snap right on, snap right off.
Snake, use the elevator to move from floor to floor. To call the elevator, press the button on the nearby control
Hello,
panel.
up and down, I'm giving you the
Pressing
signal.
Action button. The elevator should show up in no time. Use the elevator to change floors. To select the floor you want to go to, use the control panel inside the elevator on the left. Press up or down on the directional button to choose the floor. Then press the action button to confirm or the X button to cancel. Be careful. The elevator won't work in either alert mode or evasion mode.
I'm pretty sure they said in that conversation that DARPA Chief is on second floor.
Snake, didn't you hear that the DARPA chief was moved to a cell in the first floor basement?
Oh no!
To the third floor basement.
Snake, answer me! Snake!
Snake, answer me! I asked you if he was on the second floor or not. Yeah, he was actually on the first floor basement. I made the mistake. Notice that there's really no penalty for dying. You just reload your last load point.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
That is not a green dot.
He is several of those green dots. Snake, look out.
Snake, look at your radar. We've picked up the DARPA chief's signal.
Look at your
Can you see
screen,
the
Snake.
green
He's right
dot
there.
flashing on your radar? That's coming from the
Are you
transmitter in the
looking
chief's
for-
body. That's where you'll find him.
It looks like the chief is being held in a cell. Find some way to get in there. Hurry up and get him out.
Security's really lax here.
Well, the guards said that they were increasing the security detail on the chief.
Snake, that door is protected by a security system. It won't open without the right security card. There must be some other way to get in. Take a look around. The best way to do that is to use first-person view mode. Press the first-person view button to go into first-person view mode.
Oh, there may be a path through that ventilation shaft. That gives me an idea. I'll interrogate one of these guards.
Snake is not a good conversationalist. And I thought he was supposed to be good at tricking people.
Only beautiful women. I'm just trying to take off your balaclava to see if I can trick you. It's really neat that they put this little chain here that you can throw guards over.
Snake, didn't you pick up the DARPA chief's signal in the first floor basement?
Did I? No, no!
It's about time to call, Chief. What? That was a different Snake.
Yeah, that was Mei Ling screaming.
Is it randomized every time?
Yes.
Oh.
Military C rations place an emphasis on calories. That's why it's best to use them along with some other type of nutritional supplement, such as vitamins or minerals.
Vitamins and minerals don't restore your health, Snake, so actually just stick to the rations.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
There you go. Okay, so I understand why they have like a ventilation system, and why they have all these offices, and even why they have a tank hangar, but why do they have a series of cells at a supposed nuclear weapons disposal facility? Because those are some dingy looking cells.
They're not just rooms, because the bed and stuff you can just put in, but the toilets...
Yeah, and these are like prison-style cots and everything. Is that where they dispose of the nuclear waste? Flush it down the toilet?
Is that a woman? Not.
That's a great example of inductive reasoning, Snake. Thank you. The disgusting slime that's coating all of the cells, I guess they had to import that from somewhere else, or they were housing some very unsanitary prisoners.
It's actually to trick the maintenance worker into having to come in to clean the rooms so they can escape. Maybe it's part of an interrogation tactic. We'll put you in the grossest cell if you want to be upgraded to a better cell.
It's my prison cell.
Is that a security camera room?
Actually, there's no security at all in this room. Oh.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Built like a humongous toilet.
I like how he caught a damn cold without sneezing or anything. He just said it out loud. I suddenly just noticed that I've caught a damn cold.
I caught a damn cold by sitting on this toilet with my pants on. So if all of the areas in this ventilation system is a dead end, maybe there was something back in the ventilation system outside? Other than that ration? He probably didn't catch a damn cold, he probably got a disease from using a toilet surrounded by maggots.
Well, that's why he had his pants on.
It's also important to be able to control your bodily functions. You never know when a long demo is about to begin. So make sure you're prepared to sit in front of the monitor for a long time if necessary.
Just a heads up, Snake. You're gonna be talking for a while and you can't pause cutscenes. So every time you exit the vent and come back in, the woman in the cell will be doing a different exercise. After she's worked out her abs, she'll do one-handed push-ups. And then she'll break her leg on the wall. Just to show you how tough she is. She just keeps dislocating and resetting her bone. And here's a little hot tip. If you do it a fourth time, she'll repeat the exercises with no pants on.
But where do her pants go? God, that looks painful.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Snake, please stop looking at my niece's junk, please.
Excellent, Snake. So can the people back there see what Snake's seeing? Is that how they know that Snake's in the ventilation thing?
I think they can just monitor his soliton radar. So he did have the ability to take grates
I'm
off.
here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh?
Save me from this horrible tie.
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really?
You think my butt is worthless?
It's true.
It's only one polygon.
The guard said I was built.
You don't look like one of them.
You look exactly like one of them.
Hurry up and get me out.
They had a whole conversation about that.
Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
Look how sassy Snake is. That tie is stapled onto his shirt.
It's the evolution of the clip-on tie, Snake. I sewed it onto my shirt. There was a cold draft in here, it's Alaska, so I taped this tie to cover up the seam in my shirt.
These walls are really thin.
They're actually like 4 feet of concrete.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information.
Use this exercise as raw data.
We're conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A chaff grenade.
With the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
God damn it! Every time!
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew?
Actually, it kinda has to be. That's kind of the point.
How did you know that?
How did you not know that he would know that?
So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
The local flora and fauna.
I had heard the Metal Gear project.
I don't know if I pointed this out, but the parentheses on the
George Bird?
Yeah, those are the voice actor. So George Bird is actually a pseudonym. The person who's voicing Donald Anderson is Greg Eagles. That's not a joke. So tell me, which order do I have to blow up the feet this time?
For the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype.
It was the era of Jurassic Park and dinosaurs were cool again. The 90s.
They plan to use with Rex. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there!
What?
I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety.
This is a really lenient cell. You can just hand wave away the guards.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course. There is a PAL.
We call it the buddy
It's set up
system,
so that
Snake.
you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
They'd never suspect the company Arms Tech of making a robot with legs.
Each of us needs to
It's the
input
perfect
password,
plan.
or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
I even put 01 at the end of it.
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
This is horribly written.
Just a matter of time before they get Baker.
Look at that tattoo. That tattoo is the Foxhound logo from Metal Gear 2.
Baker's password.
I hope foil hat's a item you get in this game.
Snake, took a look at your B1 rations. The sandwich is wrapped in tin foil. You can use that to...
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override.
You remember in Police Knots there was the character Meryl Silverberg, the redhead with the...
Yeah, the woman who's not the burger guy.
Yeah, she also had that same tattoo of the Foxhound logo from Metal Gear 2. And her name is also Meryl Silverberg.
Grr.
Silverberg.
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys.
But we've already seen a level 4 card key door.
Be keeping Baker.
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement.
That sounds like a trap. I fell into a pit
Cards
there.
say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them.
They had time to mix cement, pour it, and let it dry, but not enough time to paint?
Maybe they were off doing other things after.
I went to that room. They were just walking around.
It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a pan card. It works together
You're the
with
DARPA chief and you only have level 1 security clearance? You're the chief of DARPA?
transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
They actually explained the
Okay,
science fiction behind
I'm gonna
why
get
the
you
doors
out
open by
here.
themselves.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
It's a 5-sided shape, but that's not important right now! So the guard told him to shut up in there when they were having a pleasant conversation, but when he's yelling about a heart attack?
I guess the guard laughed.
Yeah, maybe. I actually know that he didn't. Is this the electronic jamming he was talking about?
Is that what happens when you rescue a hostage?
Rank up.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack?
No, that man was heartless.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
So that heart attack, I'm guessing Psycho Mantis shapes were the trigger. It's because he said Pentagon.
The highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there.
I see Snake's a little less trusting of his commanders. Colonel.
He's only been betrayed how many times?
Twice?
He's 2 for 2? You expect me to believe you're a big boss, but you don't have complete access to the file? So in every one of Snake's adventures, he's had to initially rescue a hostage with a transmitter, and this is the first time it actually turned out to be that person, and not a trap. But then he just dies anyway.